From Hobart and William Smith Colleges, this is Meet the Campus with John Heavey.
This week, we'll visit the Director of Intercultural Affairs, Alejandra Molina, sit down with Hobart Senior Chris Jenco, and go into the office of Assistant Professor of Psychology, Julie Kingery. So join me this week and every week for Meet the Campus with me, John Heavey, and enjoy the best part of your day. As the Director of Intercultural Affairs, Alejandra Molina promotes the values of equity, cultural acceptance, and openness at the Intercultural Affairs Center, located at the heart of the Hobart and William Smith campus.
When I was a student, I was always terrified. I was the one student who was terrified about asking a question. I think if I had a place where you're kind of sitting and you got someone right in front of you who feels comfortable sharing his or her ideas, that it would be conducive to asking a question or to just sharing thoughts. And the idea is always to keep it as informal but as meaningful as possible. There are three key types of programs: academic programs, collaborations with offices, especially on career information, and then cultural events. Students or staff members, faculty members who come to IC, who participate in the programs, that somehow they have the understanding of what a community like ours should be.
An American Studies major, rising senior Chris Jenco is the Hobart Student Trustee, as well as a regular attendant of Hobart Student Government and a member of the Centennial Center for Leadership Certificate Program.
With the Chicago Blackhawks about to capture the Stanley Cup again, really wish I was back home in Chicago sometimes. But then I come down to this lake, walk around the dock a little. Geneva, New York isn't so bad after all. I think Geneva has a lot to offer. There's just a lot of places you go in the community where you see students or you talk to people that work or own the restaurant or own the place, and they're really interested, truly interested in hearing about what's going on at the colleges. I see the student trustee as someone who's there to connect the student body with the Board of Trustees. It was really intimidating at first. You have all these big powerful people who you know have their names all over campus, and pretty quickly I realized that these people don't put their names up there just because they have a lot of money they want to give back, but because they really just care.
Earning her PhD in developmental and clinical psychology from the University of Maine, Julie Kingery is a passionate instructor who's always looking to apply the material she's teaching to real-life situations.
I always knew I was interested in doing something that involved teaching and also doing something that involved helping people. So I decided to pursue psychology. Specifically, I was interested in developmental psychology because I'm fascinated with children and fascinated with how they develop from infancy all the way up through late adolescence. This is a poster that I presented at a developmental psychology conference, the Society for Research on Child Development in Denver, on how kids adjust across the transition to middle school. One of the reasons I love teaching developmental psychology is because I get to bring concepts that I teach in class to life. I like to do things that really encourage active learning. Psychology kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of different other areas, which I think fits well with the interdisciplinary focus of HWS.
I'm John T.S. Heavey. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week for another edition of Meet the Campus.